Hi everybody, this is Pat in the paper closet. Tonight we're going to be decorating the butterfly junk journal. Now I have quite a bit of things to put in here. I know it's not enough, but enough to get us through tonight. We'll work on this for about 20 minutes. I have things I had made previously. This actually was a scrap when I was testing my hole punch to see if it would go through 2 layers of cardstock when we were putting in the elastic. So I think that would make cute little page tabs. So we might use that. Some papers that I made. Some embossed paper I have here. It says thinking of you, and there's a coffee cup. Here's a bookmark I made. A butterfly I cut out of my silhouette cameo, and another one I cut out of my cameo. Nice envelope. We can put some writing paper in there. This is a, what do you call that? Vellum paper that I food coloring. I use food coloring to dye it. So it's nice and crinkly. So we'll use that and then we'll decorate it up. A few tags to make. A nice little lace cluster. Some tiny little butterflies. We'll see what we do with them. There's another butterfly I made on my silhouette cameo. I cut it out. 2 layers. Then I put stickles on it. Make it all glittery. And this is just a piece of vellum that I did a quarter punch on. A rose, I don't know if we'll use that. A leftover piece of food coloring paper. Some more butterflies. A flower cluster. This is a vinyl butterfly I had cut out on my cameo. And I have another little pack of butterflies here. And another one of these butterflies that I cut out, but I didn't put stickles on this one. Another bunch of those tiny ones. This piece of cardstock came out of a small paper pack. 4x6 it looks like. And it's sort of glittery, glossy on the flowers. I think we can use that. And I have this strip of leftover cardstock from when we did the cover. So the first thing I'm going to do is put pockets on here, because as you remember, I put the end papers on upside down, and I have upside down butterflies, so I really want to cover those up. Let's get this out of the way. And this is what I'm going to use for the pockets on the front and the back. But I am going to make them, what do they call those? Gusseted pockets. I'm going to add a 1/2 inch on each side and fold it under so that we have a full pocket. So I'm going to cut these. Get my paper trimmer. I think I want them, let's see. The width will be, we don't want it to go into the fold of the cover, just beside it. So a total of 5.5, plus we need a 1/2 inch on each side. So that'll be 6.5 wide, and I think I'll make it 3 inches high. So I'm going to cut it at 6.5 by 3.5. Open this up. 6.5 wide. And this is printed on 32-pound copy paper, so it's not too thick, but thick enough, not like copy paper. It's a little bit heavier. So that's the width. And I want it 3.5 inches high. Right there. 3.5. And you need 2 of these. One for the front and one for the back, which is also on upside down. Do you remember that when we were making the cover? I had everything upside down. Let's get this straight. Doesn't want to slide. Okay, hold on. There we go. That's 3.5. So that's the 2 pockets. We have a little piece left over. Oh, sorry about that. Motorcycle going by. I'm going to get out my scoring board. If you don't have one, you don't need one. Just take a magazine or something soft and put your papers on it and you could use a mechanical pencil without any, oh here it is, without any lead in it to make your scores. So I'm going to score this 1/2 inch from the edge on both sides. I'm doing it on this end because trying to score up against that edge is a little tough. It's a lot easier. 1/2 inch. Now I want another 1/2 inch at the bottom. I make sure my butterflies are right side up. This is the bottom. So I'm going to score that at 3. Since it's 3.5, and we want a 1/2 inch fold. That's one. Now here's the other. We'll do the bottom. Excuse me. Score it at 3. That's the bottom. And then the sides, I'm going to score at 6. Using my method, you could score the other end and just do a 1/2 inch over here, but very difficult to score on that side. Much easier this way. Okay, get it straight in the corner. Score this side at 6. And that's all the scoring we need to do. So we can put that away. I'm going to take my scissor, and you see better where there's no pattern. Where these corners meet, the lines meet, that X. We're going to cut just below that X. Get rid of that corner bulk. Just below the X. And then on the top corners, I'm just going to miter it a little bit up to the fold. So it looks like this. So that's one. Now this one we're going to do the same thing. And I see my camera is jumping around on screen. So I hope it's recording okay. Don't know how I would repeat it if it didn't. Because I would have these parts done. And in my book before I realized the video is not working. I don't know why it's getting stuck. Alright, we're just going to fold on these fold lines. Get a bone folder. Give them a good crease. All 3. And that's one pocket. So we're going to glue this one on inside of our cover. And go right out here. Not all the way to the bottom and not all the way to the edges. Like I said, you don't want to go over the fold in your cover. I'll get my glue. No, I hope my camera's working. Okay, I'm putting glue on all 3 flaps. All the way. Not a lot. We don't want it oozing out all over. It's 2. And here's the 3rd one. Get into those corners, those points, so it stays glued down well. Okay, now I'm going to take it, I'll line it up starting from this corner. I want a little bit from the bottom and a little bit from the edge. Making sure I'm not in the fold of the cover. Press it down. Now be careful because wet glue slides. It may move on you. So give it a chance to take hold. Alright, my screen is moving again. Hopefully we'll, okay. I'm going to take my bone folder and carefully make sure I haven't glued down the pocket, the top of the pocket. We only want those flaps glued down. That's good. So then we have a pocket. Let's see if we can stick it there. Nothing really. The tag I haven't made yet. But that's okay. We'll get to it. Now this one, I am going to put this pocket on here, but my upside down butterfly, I think I'm going to put a corner tuck over that. I may just use this little envelope that I made. That might work out well. I think so. Alright, we'll put on the pocket first. Fold your folds. All 3. I hope you're making this along with me. I know you don't have the same papers, but hope I'm inspiring you to get together all your papers that may match in a butterfly junk journal, or whatever journal you want to make. I'm pressing down my folds so they're nice and crisp. Okay, I'm going to put on the glue. Up, another motorcycle. Sorry. Getting very noisy around here lately. Well, the whole summer, actually. A lot of motorcycles and motorbikes. Okay, so 1 flap. Another flap. I also just realized the TV is on. Oh, I hope you can't hear that. I don't hear it. Just used to having it on. It keeps me company. Okay, I have my glue on, all 3. Now, like I did before, I'm going to line it up with this corner here. A little bit away from both edges. Okay, pressing it down carefully because it will slide. The glue is wet. Okay, now I'm going to carefully, because it's not dry yet, make sure my top layer is not glued down to the bottom layer. We only want the flap glued down. That gives us more room in the pocket. Pockets come in handy on the covers because usually I put extra pockets, extra page flip outs, so that while I'm working in the journal and I want to add things, I'll have that pocket or page to add. I need more room for photos or whatever. So I always put a pocket on the inside cover. Okay, let's put on this little, when they get into a corner tuck. So we want to glue this edge and this edge. So it's just right side. Little glue, not too much. The more glue you put on there, the less room you have on the inside. You just want it to hold down. And you see what I did? I put the glue in the wrong place. Let me wipe that off. Not a big deal. Okay, we're going to put the glue on the right side and the top fold. My goodness. This side. Not too much. Okay, that's what we want. Then I'm going to place that right up here in the corner. So it's this side that's glued and this top. So the bottom and this side is open so that we could tuck something under there. Could be a tag, journal card, whatever you want to tuck under there. Just making sure it's dry. In this little pocket, I have a piece of paper to write on. This is just a piece, a leftover piece of my scraps. So it can be written on both sides. Tucks into this pocket. A little pocket here. Sort of a hidden paper. And that's where it tucks. I don't have it in the way I did originally, but that's okay. So that's our pocket, which is now a corner tuck. Okay, let's get back to the front and see what we can do as far as decorating. I had picked out a few things. Here we go. I'm going to make a pocket out of this and put it on this side. I think that would go well with those colors. So I hope you have paper that's matching pieces. Not matching, but coordinating. Colors that go together. I'm going to make this the same size as our front cover pocket. Let's see how wide this is. I may not make it with the folds on it, so I'll just make it 6. This will be a flat pocket. The blade is not cutting too well. Let me cut that little nub off there. 6 by 3 was the size of our pocket in the front. Unless we'll make this without flaps. Oh, my blade is not cutting this paper well at all. It is rather thick. Okay, so this would be our pocket. Put that away. Just make sure it fits. No, it's too big. 5.5 was the number. I cut it at 6. Okay. 5.5. There we go. Now we have the right size. Okay. This had little butterflies on it also. Don't want to put them upside down. So this pocket is still too big. I'm just going to trim up a little bit with my scissor. Take 1/8 of an inch. As straight as I can. Much better. Actually, it's still a little too big. Let's trim something off this end. Just a little, not a lot. Okay, finally it fits. I'm going to put glue on 3 sides, 3 edges. Not too much. With a pocket like this, the glue that you put on the inside means you lose that amount of space on the inside of your pocket because it's glued right to the page. Whereas with the folded pockets, you don't lose any space on the inside of your pocket. But they're a little too bulky to make all your pockets with flaps on them. Okay, I'm lining this up in the corner here. Not in my fold. Press it down. Give the glue time to stick before you try putting anything in there. Okay, see what I meant? You cannot go all the way to the edge of your pocket with anything, because your glue is on the inside there. I just want to make sure I didn't go up too far. Okay, we have that pocket. These papers I had made, I think these were, I had sprayed it with food coloring spray. I mixed with water, food coloring and water in a bottle. And I just colored them up a little bit. So we have those two in there. This was a journal card I had. It says 5 things to smile about. So we'll tuck that in there. This page I don't want to put anything on. I like the way it looks. What do I have here? This is just a flap. A hinged flap. I added a hinge on here. I don't know if you can see it. With a 1-inch strip, I folded it in half, glued on one side to the back of the card, and then I'm gonna glue it down here, not all the way in the fold. I think I'll put it more towards the bottom. Excuse me. That's gonna give us an extra spot for photos or journaling, whatever we want to put on there. Memorabilia, tickets. Okay, I put glue on that, on the flap. I'm going to put the flap right about here. It's about 1/4 inch from the fold. I don't want to put it directly into the fold because then our book is not going to close correctly. That will get in the way. Press that down, lift it up slowly, and press this down on the inside. And now you have a double area to use for photos. Like I said, I usually do photos that are 3 by 2 1/4. I print them out with an app from my phone. It's called Print to Size. I have a video on how to use that on my channel. You'll find the link below to my channel. And there's a video on how to print photos from your phone. So that would come in handy. Could fit 1, 2, probably 4 photos on this little flap. And then we still have our page. And this page. I may put something on there later on. Right now, it's just that. My video's getting a little long. So we'll put this on this page and then we'll stop and we'll come back and do some more decorating in the next video. This was a triple fold out that I have made. A full sheet of 8.5 by 11-inch paper. I folded it in so that I have an area here where I could tell this is the front. Like this is something to pull up. There's a butterfly in here. So that's a full page to be used however you want. Photos, journaling, and you have this page to use. And then after you take out this tag, you have the front to use. This is a memory tag we made in another video. Opens up. So you have a full sheet to write on. Journaling, well wishes at a party. These come in handy. So you have both sides to use, the inside and the outside. So plenty of people could write something special on there. And then I made this little belly band across the front to keep the tag in. So we're just gonna glue this down as a belly band so that we can tuck more things underneath. So we're gonna put some glue at the top. This is a full-size sheet, remember? 8.5 by 11. Fold it into thirds. Not quite equally, so that you have a front flap that you can tell you need to open. See here, this flap. Okay, I'm gonna put this on the bottom, straight as I can, and then down at the top. I'm pressing down my glue. So the only thing I've sealed up is the top and the bottom. Just waiting for the glue to grab. So then you have this whole belly band underneath that you could slide something in. Oh, quite a few things. 4x6 photos, some larger memorabilia, perhaps a brochure from something. So you have that area, put several things under. And your memory tag. And then this would open up, you have this area, and this whole area here. Like I said, photos, whatever you want to put in there. Journaling, memorabilia, tickets, napkin, piece of a napkin. So I think we're at 27 minutes. I don't like to make these videos too long. Oh, I had this butterfly I'm going to put on here. We'll put it on the next video. I'm just going to glue it in the center and put it on. Just to decorate it. This I'm going to leave blank. So we have a few pages decorated. The front decorated, the inside cover. We got our flap on. Oh, I missed this one. We got it in the next video. That's going to be another pocket. This belly band we just did. And then we'll continue on. I have a few more things laid out here. Okay, I hope you liked this video. Please hit the like button. And also hit the subscribe button. By hitting subscribe and hitting the bell, you'll be notified when the next video is up. On my decorating some more. Should take a few more videos to finish. Okay, thank you for coming. See you soon. Bye.